Well, nettle stung on my legs. Nettles breaking through my pants. How does that even happen? Detouring. Go on people, get walking the Wyre Way, trample this down. Feck it, I'm having some breakfast, I'm having it now, I'm having it here. Doesn't seem as buggy. Sun's out. Now over there, this churchy building here. I remember walking past that when I made my return trip when I took the road, so I know roughly where we are. I mean, obviously I know where we are, but yep, right, get a brew on, get some breakfast. I mean, it's pretty much the best I can hope for. Still got a few bugs hovering. Otherwise, I've said this before, you end up looking for the next stop, and guess what? It never comes. You just carry on plodding, and then you wonder why you've run out of energy. And I have expended some energy getting to this point. I always lose track because we've done quite a bit of mileage already. Just trudging through the farms, but as I came to this one, it's been freshly mowed, or at least freshly eaten by cows or sheep, and there's nothing in the field either, or looks like it's going to appear. So I'm sat literally on the path in the sunshine. What more could I ask for? Could ask for a brew. That's what I'm going to do. My little Luxarda camping stove, done a video on that. I always write the starting weight, I measure it on digital scales, of the can when I buy it from the shop. I'll measure it again when I get back. So obviously you can work out how much fuel's left in the can, taking away that figure. Best way to track, because otherwise you end up with like half a can and you're holding it thinking, can I risk taking this, that it might possibly run out? So that's my strategy. Anything less than half I won't take on a multi-day hike. Otherwise it's just dead weight, because you can't just chuck it in the bin, it has to be recycled properly with a pressurised container. There you go. Anyway, brew. So my food, I keep in a little Ziploc bag. Obviously I've got the date written on it, and in there is coffee, the evening meals, got a fly on me. Coffee, evening meals, my vitamins that I need to take today, and my breakfast obviously. So breakfast today is chocolate porridge, and I've got my, in there's the pasta carbonara I think, and my chocolate mousse for tonight. So lunch I expect to buy on the trail, but I can live without it if I don't have any. That's the plan. Oh yeah, porridge with chocolate cocoa powder from baking, sugar, milk powder. It tastes real good. A couple of these for my brew. Goodness me, it's like eating chocolate brownie. Make sure I get all the dry bits. Yeah, so it's 2 sachets of golden syrup porridge from Quaker Oats. Usually put a tablespoon of milk powder, like coffee mate or something like that in. Thickens it up a bit. And then, like I said, if you use cooking chocolate, cocoa powder, you get rich, really rich chocolatey taste, which goes well with a brew. And obviously for this lot, a lot of energy there, a lot of calories. That's what I need. And all I do, put the dry, whatever you call them, the dry ingredients in one of these vacuum bags, and then I've got a little vacuum former, sucks the air out. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I like kit. It was like 30 quid off Amazon for the vacuum former. It came with a load of bags, and then a roll of 100 bags was pennies. It's just no brainer. And after tasting the chili con carne, I'm seriously considering getting a dehydrator, making my own. At first I wondered why people did make their own. I thought, well, you know, it's not that bad. You don't camp every weekend, or really you can't, unless you're really fortunate. One fly. I thought, well, I'll just pay the money. But then after tasting that last night, though I rate the chocolate mousse, I could just make it myself, and I had to guarantee it would taste nice. Well, that might be the next pilgrim hiker project. You know, we've sorted the pack out, we've learned what we can. Now the lightweight pack is the future. Now we just need to do the food. It's good eating. The good thing about this is as well, you're eating out of the bag. Scrunch the bag up, throw it away. No muss, no fuss. You just have to clean my spoon. One downside to this breakfast, you're drinking out of a titanium mug. You know what the problem is. We all know what the problem is. This thing's red hot. I want to drink my brew, but the cup's red hot. Now, hot lips. Apparently, don't laugh, there's a company that does a little plastic rim you can put on it. I might get one. That's the kind of Dragon's Den idea I like. Oh, that. Oh, good eating. It's real good. Real good eating. Sorry, you can watch me finish the bag. It's a titanium spork, that. Highly recommend the spork bit. Many a time I've needed the little fork bit at the end. Spoon don't cut it. Right, I'm going to sit and enjoy my brew. I'll bring you back when we set off again. So it's one of them days. Refreshed from my brew and my breakfast, I come across a freshly planted cornfield. I'm assuming it's corn. Whatever it is. Which the path cuts straight through, but there is no path. So it would mean in plain sight, trampling freshly planted crops. So I've decided to do the best thing and go all the steamy way around under that blazing sun. Not complaining, it's dry, sunny. I'm not complaining. The problem I've got is that my water bottle, water, is at the top of my pack, and if you listen close, you can hear it sloshing. It's starting to irritate me. I'll have to repack my bag in a minute. What? Tree stump. Thought it was someone else. Bowland Fells. The first field, obviously, I went round. On the second field, it was freshly planted. I went around that too, and then as I got to the gate, there was a footpath right through the corn. Damn it! Anyway, not to worry. I'd rather do that than risk offending the farmer. But then I got into the third field. There were two people in it. One was the classic dad looking guy, 2 dogs. The other one was some inappropriately dressed woman who, I don't know, just looked odd. Don't know how you describe it. It was a proper odd situation. They were stood either side of the path talking to each other, but the dogs were on the lead, as if he couldn't let them off in an empty field, which is suspicious. As if they don't know who the other person is. Odd. And you do find that on the trail. Strange random encounters, like it was some video game. I'll never know that story till the resurrection. Nice track road. Whew. That's what I need right now, and on we go. shade. Wind's been picking up a little bit, so you get this cool breeze. Perfect. Don't know what that was. More farmers' fields. Someone's arguing. So that was Turnover Hill Farm, and as you saw coming in back of house, it looked like an absolute horror show, like people's caravans were taken from them when they were killed. And when you got to the front, it was a really nice caravan site, so it looks really nice. I've wanted a caravan, I've said that before. Right, so as you come out of Turnover Hill, you're coming down this road. The entrance is almost invisible, you can't tell where it is, but I found it, it's here. Otherwise you've got a long road walk. So we're going to jump up here, and then we're following close to the river, carrying on the route. So some of this is coming back to me, this particular bit, because if I remember rightly, I got quite annoyed last time because the National Trail route goes along the river, obviously, but there's houses that are backed up to the river, and they've naughtily blocked off the route to stop you walking across it, so you have to basically go into town. It's only a very small town. I got quite irate. It was raining, and I think there's a bit where I walked through a field of horses, but as my memory is shockingly bad, not because there's something wrong with my memory, but because after a while of walking through British farmland, you may have noticed it all looks the frickin' same, and one trail when it's farmland can blur into another, so I don't necessarily remember each particular piece of farmland. What really does stick in your head sometimes are just landmarks, or if something particularly happened that stays in your memory. You know, you might remember a piece of junk, or where you sat down to use the phone, or stop for some water. But we're getting some beautiful views of the river now, and nothing to say, because it's just perfect. Temperature's perfect, weather's perfect, views for perfect, backpack perfect. I can't improve on this pack at the minute. I could make it lighter, I guess. Might just out of interest, might make it lighter, but that's a job for another day. Everything's come together, so whew, loving it. A lot of planes out today as well. Well, the Bowland Fells are getting really close now. Do your turnaround. Look at them, you can see them all there. We've been up there, guys, we've been up there. All them videos. Yeah, I know there's a Ribble Way still talking to me, but it's a 7-dayer. That's on the rise. I need some more 3 days. Keep the momentum going. You're just completely not interested, or you've not seen me. Come on, I'm in your field of vision now. Come on. You just don't care, do you? You are laid back. You do not care. Just nibbling your grass. Oh, hi. So we're heading into St Michael's on Wyre, and it was at this point last time talking about memorable moments. The cows that are over there, obviously different cows at the time, were on here completely blocking the path, and as we tried, me and another guy were there. I was walking with him, he just happened to be there. He had no qualms with these cows. But as I walked past, one just came running up behind me, started trying to have a nibble at my backpack. Oh, there we go, that's how I remembered it. So, on the off chance there's somewhere to eat here, I'm going to have lunch here. If not, still a long way to Garstang. I don't want to eat too late, not want me tea. So, we'll see what happens. If not, we'll carry on. Let's settle for a, you know, a Spar or a McCall's for a butty and a protein drink. Time for some pedestrian walking. So the next stop's Churchtown, so we'll just plod on. Highly recommend the Grapes pub. That was a fantastic burger, nice pint as well, and then nipped over to the petrol station just to get a protein bar and what's it, a shot of espresso. They had a Nescafe machine. Whew. Wow. So revved up, raring to go, but realistic, still got quite a lot of miles left. So on to Churchtown. Hopefully that's the farms behind us now, so yeah, let's get after it. So there you go, this is the offending area. Access to the path. If somebody knows any different, let me know in the comments. But there's no access now thanks to these guys. So the path is there, a little line of hedge, and you walk across the top of it, but when you get to the end near those houses, someone's padlocked it, blocked it off, and because it's not a popular trail, no one's going to do anything about it. So precarious, dangerous road walking till we can rejoin further up. Okay, officially back on the trail. There was a gate opposite the Flit timber frame business, and it gave me access just to the turning point. So yeah, you can follow it and you might come and go, oh well, he was wrong, I can get down here. But it's when you get to the end you might find yourself turning around coming back, because and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I've missed something, it's going to be generous here. Maybe I've missed something, maybe I've missed a turning or something like that, or some information I don't have. But yeah, you can't get through. Last time could not get through. Kind of annoyed because it does involve fair old yomp along the road. So back on, and got the river Wyre here now. I'll try and avoid these nettles that are somehow stinging me through my pants. Whew. Yes, I'm feeling the burger, yes. And I noticed I was a bit dehydrated when I went to the toilet. Obviously the P colour indicator I've underestimated. So definitely in Garstang, which is not far off, but it's not near either. We're going to get another bottle of water, and we're not going to stop for lunch. Obvs, that burger and chips will nicely do me now till we get to camp. So once we hit the canal, I know it's going to be plain sailing all the way to Sunnyside campsite, which is where we're stopping. All familiar territory, so I will be glad to put these farms behind me. I'll be glad to put my feet up, to be fair. But still going, still strong, still feel quite good. glad of the espresso. I've got an energy drink and a protein bar for a midway snack. What more can I say? My point of view on pubs, on trails, as I laugh and joke about pubs. Please be aware of the danger of a pub. Above and beyond the cafe, cafes you're not expected to stay a long time in. You order your food, you have your drink, you eat, and then you go. So there's a social expectation there. Pubs, they expect you to stay for a long time. So you know you're supposed to stay there a long time. And I've been on trails where we've sat down in a pub, exhausted. Nobody wanted to get back up. Never had that in a cafe. So please be aware of the psychological effect, not only of alcohol, obviously relaxing you, making you tired, muscle relaxant, but also of the fact that morale can sometimes be sapped by trying to get your team to get up off their asses, start walking. So if I'm in a group, generally no pubbies. Don't do the pub when there's a group. If I'm on my own, I literally sat down, the food, I knew as soon as I saw the opening timetable that with it being open at 12, food would be fresh, it'd be hot off the grill, it'd be served, I mean it was served within minutes. Drank the pint, ate the food, a couple of minutes to rest, up and gone. No hanging around. Didn't order a second pint, I was tempted to. Just because I know my own thing, that if I sit down too long, I'm not going to want to get back up. That's my thoughts. You do what you want to do, but take that into account if you're in a big group. That being said, let's press on. So although not strictly on the map, we'll assume the farmer has allowed for it, walking around his land. It is faded, but it is there. So this is Tyre Bridge farm, I think, or at least on the map it says Tyre Bridge, so you know if you're coming this way, come through the field. But it's going to be dead obvious from the other side, isn't it? I know it. Yep, of course it would be. Yeah, bushwhacked for nothing. That way. Look at that Coca-Cola water full of tannin. So this is Churchtown, as you can see the church there, aptly named, and there's some kind of fair going on. But our path does not take us there, it takes us this way. Quite possibly near or over that bridge. Who knows, maybe I'm going that way. I've not looked at the map, don't know. So you'd have thought we were going across that bridge, wouldn't you? That would seem logical, nice big bridge. No, we're going to town instead. Churchtown to be precise. We're not far from Garstang now, it's much nearer than I thought it was, so a few more farmers' fields, the same farmers' fields that I said we were done with. So, sorry about that. Still splashing. Isn't that pretty? Someone's lost it, left it there. So shortcut through the town, because again when I was coming the other way to cut round the vicarage to come through the back of the church, the official way, it's padlocked. So main road through lovely Churchtown, pick up the trail again. Someone's lost the gate. There you go, Whitsuntide Festival.